Hey guys, it's November 10th, 2016, and we have a new president. Anyway, on to the important things. I'm excited today. I'm Brent Tiffany. I'm the app driven guy, and I want to talk to you about something that's very important to me. Okay? There's a big problem in rideshare right now. This problem is that Uber and Lyft have a serious problem. Okay? Uber has an issue where they don't seem to care about driver feedback and how the drivers are feeling about how they're being treated. So, it seems to me that the CEO of Uber seems to have this approach to the whole situation. I don't care. I don't care that you don't like no tipping through the app. I don't care that you don't like the way that we drop prices, blah, 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 blah. Okay? They unnecessarily drop prices. People already loved rideshare. They already thought it was a great alternative to cabs, but they had to continuously drive down prices, which caused Lyft to drive down prices. Okay? So that's Uber's problem. They have this huge perception problem that drivers are upset, and that bleeds over to the passengers because drivers have no problem telling passengers that they don't like the way they're treated with Uber. That's why so many people switch over to Lyft, because they feel like Lyft treats the drivers better. Now, Lyft also has a huge problem. It's called Uber, okay? They have to contest what everything that Uber's doing, by trying to make drivers feel like Lyft cares about them more. And maybe they do. Who am I to say? All I know is here in Portland, Oregon, we had a fare increase with Lyft a couple months ago. I was super excited about it. I went online telling you guys how, oh man, Lyft is so great. They raised prices. They're really treating drivers good. And what did they do? They dropped the prices down lower than Uber. And they sent us emails saying, hey, thanks for helping us test out our new pricing scheme. But we have to get passenger demand up, so we're going to increase the fares. And it's like, no, you're lowering the fares and then you're raising the trust and service fee. And so what that does is it makes it to where passengers are paying a little bit more. They're paying like $1 more now for minimal trips. Just 2 little trips here and there in town. They're paying about $8 now instead of $7 they were paying before. But the drivers are still making the same amount of money. And in order to get a minimum fare, we have to drive a little farther because the fares are lower. We have to drive about 3 miles now to get that minimum fare. So this perception that Lyft is treating drivers better, it's kind of going away. So what's the major problem? That the rideshare companies are ignoring the plight of the driver. Now, am I just going to complain about that and worry? No. I move on. I find ways to innovate, create, and help you guys to make more money. So that's what this video is all about. Now, that being said, Juno. It's coming. It's going to be huge. I'm telling you, they are building this thing from the ground up. This guy, Talman Marco, he's no joke. He is the creator of the app Viber. It was a big messaging app. He sold the company for over $900 million, and he's been using that capital from that to build Juno. Juno is a company that has the potential to not only take a chunk out of Uber, but to completely wipe them out if they can do it right, okay? And that's dependent on us, the drivers, okay? If you're a driver and you're tired of the way you're being treated with Uber and Lyft, this is your opportunity to do something real about it, okay? We have the opportunity right now to build Juno. I'm building a Juno team here in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to do it by talking to all the rideshare drivers I can and sharing my code to sign up for Juno. So what this code does when you sign up for Juno is it gives you part ownership or a commission over all drivers that get signed up under you. So what that's going to do is for the first 2 years that Juno is in operation, drivers are only going to have 10.5% commission taken out of each ride. So we're going to get 89.5% commission on our rides. And then everybody that signed up under you using your referral link through Juno, you're going to get 0.5% commission on all their rides. So if you get 50, 100 guys underneath you and you're earning 0.5% commission on every dollar they make, that's pretty big. And you're going to get that for the first 2 years until March of 2018. Now, when Juno goes public with their stocks, they're going to release 1 billion stocks over the next 10 years. So quarterly, they're going to release 25 million stocks to be sold to the drivers. Juno is going to be half owned by the drivers and half owned by the corporation. So that's how they're going to give back to the rideshare community, and how we're going to have our chance to take back what we feel was taken by Uber and Lyft. Okay. Now, there's also a couple other really cool things about Juno. There's tipping through the app. Great. There's going to be a lot of features. They'll have carpool. They'll have all the features that Uber and Lyft have. Now, they're also going to have a good customer service team where you can actually call and get in touch with a real person while you're on a ride, or if you're having an issue. I actually called him just to get a little more clarity on the commission structure, and a real person answered and talked to me about it. They were excited that I was going to help build a team in Portland. And that's kind of what I'm saying, guys. If we can build the team in Portland, they're going to bring Juno to Portland sooner than they will other markets if we can get a big team built, okay? But that's not excluding all the other cities. I want you guys watching in, Atlanta and Ohio, and all these other cities and states. I want you guys to be part of it and to build teams in your own cities. All you have to do is first click on my code on this video, sign up. You'll get your own code. You share that with people. That's it. You don't even have to go and do anything else. All you have to do is, put it on some paper, like print it out 1 million times on a computer and rip, cut it all up and hand it out to drivers you see and be like, use this code, sign up for Juno, and then you can make money. When this thing hits, we can take over the rideshare market over Uber and Lyft, because it's all dependent on the drivers doing this. We have to build teams as drivers. And then once drivers are excited about it, see, in New York, drivers are being paid, I think it's $75 a month just to, have Juno turned on. And then if they get a passenger, that comes through, they can accept it and take it. But they're getting paid just to have Juno turned on. I think it's actually more than that. I'd have to do a little more research on that. But they're probably going to roll that out in other cities they come to, or they're going to pay drivers just to have the app going. Now, the way Juno is going to stay feasible is that they're not going to have guarantees and bonuses and all these incentives for drivers to sign up. They're just going to have a lower fee, and they're going to keep it low by not having all this overhead cost. And then they're going to offer the drivers the higher commission. So basically, we're just going to have a company-owned rideshare company, or a driver-owned rideshare company that the passengers feel good about. Passengers love helping their drivers make a living, okay? How many times, for you Uber, Lyfter drivers out there, how many times have you had a Lyft driver in your car that says, I don't care if Lyft costs a little bit more. I am happy to help out drivers because I know they make more money with Lyft. I know that Lyft treats the drivers better, and so that's why they go with Lyft. So if we were able to tell them, hey, with this new company Juno, you can help us out even more, and it's going to cost you even less. How do you think that's going to be? How do you think that's going to go over with riders? They're going to love it. And so, guys, the only way to make this happen, first of all, is to believe that it can happen. Second of all, is to build that dream. And I think we can do it. I believe strongly that we can do it. Okay, I've only been in rideshare for about 5 months, but I've seen what's gone on with rideshare, and I understand the plight of the drivers that have been doing it a long time. It started out a beautiful thing where people were making really great money. Riders were happy, drivers were happy. But then the dark age came along, where all these price wars came along and all these terrible things that people felt that Uber is doing, and Lyft had to follow suit in order to stay in competition with Uber. Okay, it's our chance to erase all that, take it back. Okay, I believe that Tom and Marco, from the research that I've done on him, he seems like a very, very awesome business owner. He's an Israeli American. He resides in London now, but he's he seems so genuine. If you watch any of the videos where he does interviews about how this is going to work and how Juno is going to operate, it's very sincere, and he really seems to care about the drivers a lot. I've watched Uber videos, of Kalanick, and he seems like he cares more about his rich buddies, getting rides. That's how Uber started, and then it just turned into this thing where he got all these investors in bed with him, and seems to care a little more about the investors than the drivers. That's just how it feels. So this is our chance, guys. I don't want to drone this on any longer. I think that this is an amazing opportunity. If you sign up for Uber or Lyft, please do it under my referral links. Don't click under the link banner that's underneath my videos, because I won't get paid for that. If you sign up under my links, you get paid more, I get paid more. Let's build this team with Juno. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't dismay over the presidential election. It's just all a bunch of puppetry to distract us from what's really going on. We're one, as a people, and we're not meant to be divided and conquered. That's not a strategy that's going to work with the free people. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.